are going to start agriculture chapter, geography, O-levels into the Pakistan studies, and yeah, let's just begin with it. So agriculture is like kind of 7th chapter we have, and related to this we also have forest, right? In forest we grow trees. Like a lot of students do have confusion with the difference between forest and agriculture. In forest we grow trees, and in agriculture we are going to grow crops, right? It's all going to be about crops. So just now, starting it with a clearance. Moreover, we have one more thing that let's just particularly start our lecture for a minute. Yeah. Okay. So for the agriculture or anything that we do in life, there's a kind of process. So for doing agriculture, there's a process that we are going to learn. First of all, we are going to put input. Then there is going to be process, and then there will be an output, right? So what is the input? There are two types of input in agriculture that we are going to study about. The first one is the natural input, which is also known as physical input. A lot of students think what is physical, like physically beating or fighting something. No, that is like provided by nature. And then we have human input. Okay, and we are going to definitely study it more in upcoming videos. The process is when you're going to do some inputs, and there will be some of the processes. Like in agriculture, what processes could there be? Which means there could be plowing. You guys don't need to worry about these statements, about these descriptions in words like sowing. Take care. We'll definitely in my next videos or in this video we are going to learn about plowing, sowing, or fertilizing. And you guys are familiar with irrigation, right? So these are the processes. And then we have an output, which is going to be our crop. What is our crop? It could be wheat, it could be rice, and we are going to learn all the crops: wheat, rice, sugarcane, cotton, tobacco, apricots, and all the fruits: apples, banana, take care, millet, maize, like okay. So there's like kind of an introduction to the agriculture, and you guys don't need to learn this, but it's just for clearance of mind, because when we are going to start this agriculture chapter, or like partially we have begun it, but it takes time for creating a mentality. So yeah, this is we are done with, and now we'll move towards, there are two types of farming. We have learned the fishing chapter. I haven't made this fishing chapter video yet, but I'll soon do it. If you guys comment in the chat box, or I'll do it soon. So there are two types of fishing that we have learned in the 6th chapter, which is subsistence fishing and the commercial fishing. As in that, we also have two types of farming, which is subsistence farming and cash crop or commercial farming. That's like both like same, right? Alright, so first we'll go for a subsistence farming. Okay, so what is subsistence farming? Subsistence farming is definitely something that is done for own consumption. For instance, if I am growing something Like if I'm growing something, I'm growing for my own consumption and I'll eat it. And then the surplus amount is sell in the markets. What is the surplus amount? Surplus amount means, for instance, just let me write it first. For instance, I wanted to grow, I have grown in my farm, okay, 3 kg of flour, ठीक है, 3 kg wheat flour, ठीक है, but what I'm consuming, I'm only consuming 2 kg of that. So what I'll do of that 1 kg, I'll sell them in the market, sell it in the market, ठीक है. So that is like the surplus amount will be sold in market. After that, we also should know about, you know, the main occupation of the people who are doing subsistence farming, because they are doing this farming just for their own consumption. So this might not be their main occupation because they're not earning anything, right? So the main occupation can be blacksmith, them being some cobblers, and hair cutters and etc, you know. But you are not going to write, you're not supposed to write doctor, because the subsistence farming, the people, those who do subsistence farming are like mostly poor, so they can't be a doctor and they might be doing this farming, right? So yeah, what I am talking about here. Okay, so we are done with this basic introduction of subsistence farming, but now we are going to look over the output, not the output, but the input and the processes of subsistence farming. So first of all, we'll have a small land. You might be wondering, why will we have some small land? We'll have small land because we are growing in a small quantity, less quantity, right? We'll buy a small land for the subsistence farming. Then this land will have alluvial soil. This alluvial soil is very important for agriculture because it has minerals, and this is the soil that comes through flooding. How does this comes? It comes through flooding, right? So this is like some of the inputs. Okay, we're done with this. Let's just go here. Okay, we're done with alluvial soil. Then we have water. How do we have water? Water is used through irrigation, okay? Irrigation, and irrigation supply is always traditional because it is subsistence farming and the person cannot afford, they are almost poor. So it's the traditional method like Persian wheel, Shadov, Khera system, these are going to be used, right? And then we're done with water. And then first of all, then plowing will be done here, some of the processes. So what is plowing? Plowing means to soft the soil. For instance, we have this kind of, but my drawing is worst, definitely on the iPad, something like this. It's known as wooden plow, right? And what it helps, it soft the soil, like it is there, we have a ground, it is used here in order to grind the soil, which helps us in sowing, right? It is used to soft the soil, and here it is done by wooden plow. It is done by wooden plow. Then we are going to have the process of sowing. Sowing means to spread seeds on the ground. To spread seeds on the ground, and then this will be done by labor. Labor will do it. Moreover, what type of seeds? There are two types of seeds that we are going to learn here. This sowing will be done of desi seeds. We get desi seeds. And what is some of the desi seed disadvantages that we are going to learn in my further videos, but let's just make up our mind here. Daisy seeds are something which requires a lot of water. Moreover, they are not pest resistant. Pests are like kind of animals that are harmful to these crops. Pest resistance nahi hai. And what else? And it requires a lot of water, and they do not have strong stems. Right, we're done with Desi seeds. Then we'll have processes we will learn, and then we are going to use fertilizer. Many of the students don't know why do we use fertilizers. Fertilizers is used in order to make the growth of that plant better and to add minerals into it. These fertilizers do contain these minerals, and this the fertilizer that we use in the the subsistence farming is cow dung, or that is also known as natural manure. Right, we're done with this. Then what else? Then irrigation is going to be by artificial supply, fertilizer, and then harvesting will be done. Harvesting, which means to take out the crops from the field. Then threshing will be done. Threshing, which means to take out the for instance, we have this. Okay, let me use this. To take out the grain from the hard part, right? And this is going to be that. And then our yield, which means our output will be very low because the crops are being grown less. So this is subsistence farming. I hope you guys understood. I guess this is like far clear. We'll be also covering the crash crop farming in this video only because that's like very small. The basic kind of I needed to make was done. Basis, sorry. This is cash crop. Cash crop farming. So this cash crop farming has the same thing. Here we will have a big land, okay, because we are going in a big quantity, and then we are going to do plowing to soften the soil, but that is going to be done by the tractor, but it is going to be done by the machinery. Then we will do the sowing of the seeds, which will be done by labor or their machines too, which can be used. Then fertilizer, and sowing of the seeds will be HYV seeds. What are HYV seeds? Let me just tell you: the high yielding variety of seeds. So that is like HYV seeds is a very good seed, and it has qualities, which means it does not require a lot of water, waterless, and they are pest resistance, provide this pest resistance. And what else? Pest resistance, waterless, and they have strong stems. It is like the opposite of those Desi seeds. Then we have some fertilizers, and here we use chemical fertilizer because here the cash crop farming we have money and we spend here. These chemical fertilizers have something very great. Okay, so this chemical fertilizer has three main elements, which is phosphate, nitrate, and potassium. Due to which they are highly recommended in the fertilizer, and that's why they increase, due to which the plant grow fastly, right? And then irrigation is going to be of modern methods. Yeah, irrigation is going to be of modern methods. What else? Let me check. Yeah, there will be a harvesting will be done. Threshing will be done, and yield will be very high. Yield is going to be high. Our yield is going to be high. So yeah, that was all about our agriculture. In my next video we are going to learn about some of the processes, and then we'll have a video of natural input and those human input together. So yeah, I hope you guys understood, and if you guys have any questions, you guys can just ask me in the comment section. I'm always there. Thank you.